FPX are going for a more tried and tested with a little bit of a mix-up due to the update. The Liquid are going a hats-off craziness. I don't know if this is because of the results they had in the previous tournament, but straight away, Solkas, he wanted to get aggressive, and all the flashes in the world couldn't help him avoid those bullets.
Yeah, maybe not the flash start that Liquid were planning for there, but it did go in FPX's favor, and they didn't really take too much damage. Angel's been tapped up a little bit, but he can just back away, he can chill, he can keep it going for now. Overall, for Liquid, you're down a player, and you really haven't got too much information to play off on early on. Scream's looking to push on forward. Angel's keeping his distance up with it. He's going to be able to spot a couple of them crossing over for now, and he can just reposition himself. Still enough bodies over towards the A site, and we're going to see one player rotating over already.
On the rotates, on the move. Got to be fast on your feet, and Scream is fast with the bullets, catching ahead straight away and pulling Liquid back up into a reasonably doable position. Moving in towards the A site. Here's another flash going out. We're going to be saying that a lot. As Shadow tucks away in the corner. He's hoping he can get away with this, buy a little bit of time for his teammate. Nade could be coming through any second now. Zipban already catching an opening. The boom bot coming through, and Nade, he wants to throw it, but he was scared of being pushed up close. He's going to clear an elbow with that. Good damage. Actually denies the spike plant and takes half HP away from Eccles. That is huge in a pistol round especially. Scream's got to go for the heads. He's the one-tap machine, the headshot machine, and it's not happening for him. Taken down straight away, and with Eccles being so low, it's an easy finisher for Zipan. Xiao playing in towards this agent is not typical for him. We've seen the Sova definitely, but not necessarily on Split. In fact, all the games we've cast, Allied Odyssey or any of the other Ignition events, he has not been playing a Sova when it comes down to Split. Most teams haven't. So, I'm curious to see how that's going to be playing out for him. It's already gained info and pushed the attackers back quite a bit. And a great nade by Zipan gives them a couple, not only the kill, but a couple HP points ahead.
Raze is so dangerous when it comes to Split. These tight corners, these choke points. Shao just wrecking Eccles there. You can be in a boot camp. You can be that close to each other to be working on things as a team.
Look at this. Solkas is loving the blast packs. Getting up aggressive. This time into heaven without being shut down, which is the benefit. Those skins look so trippy. I love the operator. Gorgeous on Mixwell's green one. Looks so damn cool.
Now, good use of the molly there from Angel. He's going to keep him at bay for now. Oh, he pokes up into it. He sprays out the vandal. He gets away with two. He should have never been able to get Scream, but they weren't able to finish him off. You see the weapon switch comes over because Angel's incredibly low. And remember, with no Sage in play, there's going to be no heal offered to him. But Zipan walks out straight into the clutches of Cryptix. Head ripped clean off, and they're trying to make these numbers work for him. Soulcast, he's pushed himself up on ramp, but he's only been able to get this far. He's been here since the very beginning of the round, and Shao seemingly might be aware of it. Oh, now he definitely is. Smart little jump peek.
Gorgeous work. I love it. There's the recon, clearing him out. He knows he's behind the box at this stage. He's just going to cross over, get an angle where he can escape, right? If they do start to push on through, especially when you still got the Phoenix up, or probably more importantly, the Raze who hasn't used her nade up, but now he's been spotted. Time to run. Nade's coming through. Shao realizes that, and he's away. Gonna try to cut them off as they move to the site. He spots it. Look at this little cheeky little spot.
So smart.
I love it. So he's seen them now. He knows the player in heaven. He knows they're pushing out the ramp, and here comes Shadow. Goes through on the stun, the fault line, and he finds a couple faults with this offense. Solkas left alone, and Angel comes through to find a third kill in the round, even on his 2 HP.
Now, sadly, just pistols for Liquid in this one. It's more about what damage might they have a chance of doing here. Smoke's going to be put on the ground as well as Zipan gets the boom bot out. Angel just tapping away, making it work for him. Continuing to get some additional kills up there, and he's also got his ult fully charged. Cryptix hoping the turret might be able to defend him a little bit here, but it doesn't matter where Liquid are pushing. FPX are just ready for him. Yes, you've got lesser weaponry, but right now, FPX aren't giving you even a little bit of space to try and get anything done.
Sadly, tournament, I don't think they'll be there anymore. Or at least they'll be right on the edge.
Now, interestingly enough, Mitch, what do you make of the whole Cypher over Killjoy and defending starting side here for FPS? For me, that's like their go-to, right? They're not changing it up. But more teams were saying, yeah, we expect this to happen. Well, the ult's coming and it's perfect. I'll come back to that, Mitch, because Angel is getting it done. Even takes down Eccles as well. Liquid get absolutely smashed. Soulcast is on 4 health. And we still got 5 players alive for FPX. Soulcast surely just going to save.
Yep, I think there's no other choice at this point with 4 HP in 10 seconds. You know, just going back to that point that you were asking about.
Yeah, we got time now. Let's go for it.
Yeah, taking the Cypher. So I'm with this. I'm 100% with this because
Behind everything. We questioned their breach play before the meta came into play. Well, they were one step ahead of everyone. And right now, they're 5 steps ahead of Liquid, who desperately need to get some rounds on the board. They need to fight back in some way. Zipan in a great location here. He's got the back of the shell. You see the play coming in, and, well, that's an ult wasted on the Phoenix. Zipan, oh, he's going to pop the ult as well, but it gets, oh, he still gets linked.
Wow.
I thought it was just going to miss him. Scream may pick up the kill, but it's still in favor here for FPX. Xiao swings round the corner, and it's all falling apart time and time again for Liquid. They can't get going, they can't get moving, and once again, not even close to the site.
they're running into a stack on B. 3 players here, 1 in heaven. The A side is so passive at the moment off the back of next to no utility. I mean, they're hearing the steps. They know exactly what Team Liquid are doing. This is a hell of a gamble by FPX, and it's going to pay off. They're going to completely shut this down. Solkas, though, already out in the site, and the kills are going to Liquid.
Off the back of that oldie, they knew it was time to strike. They found the B site. The spike's going to go down as well, and Meadow, all on his own in the back lines. He's not going to get it done. A solid round coming out from Liquid. His way over towards B. They're expecting that hit to come back in again, where Liquid can split it either way.
The issue for FPX, giving up that mid control, is that no utility needs to be burned from Liquid until they get very close. Now the ult through. There's not an opening duel, but they've spotted Zipan. The ult in play, but it's not going to get anything. Solkas and Gan just completely opens up this site. They know exactly where Cypher is. And that nade, he didn't get the kill. That seals his fate. Eccles gets the kill either way, but the nade would have come through to finish the job. Spike going down. And this is a bit of a disaster, really, for FPX.
Oh, no.
That's now twice they've managed to whiff that one.
More flashes coming out. Xiao trying to recon his way in. Scream can just back away. The invulnerability, it's so naughty. Perfectly played. Heals himself up afterwards.
Shifted Cypher to the A site. And so they've got nothing defending B. As Team Liquid, they just walk out.
Shadow getting domed through the wall in the end. Liquid having so much success on this B site. Zipan getting those grenades in, and actually it stops the spike from going down. Angel onto Link as well, and this is exactly what they needed. 4v3, Solkas now trying to get it done. But is it going to be enough? Oh, the molly at his feet. He's just going to burn. He's going to tick away. Ooh. He can't move. He's just sitting on the spike. He's making sure he's right tucked away in the corner. The nades are coming out. They're getting close. And it's not going to work out for him. He was completely locked in. They knew exactly where he was. And FPX will not allow Liquid to get another round up on that board for now.
Though, but it's just odd that they put their Cypher A and left B completely wide open after double round stack up in heaven. Great opening by Solkas. This guy's doing so well in opening duels. It's himself and Scream that come through as the top-rated players for this team. And you can see exactly why with this game Solkas is putting on.
Liquid got to be careful here, though. There's good crossfire already. Meadows worked his way over towards the back of the A site this time. Zipan's dropping out the ult of his own. Got to be careful he doesn't push in to the grasp of Liquid, who are right on the other side of this. He needs to know when to poke and when to wait for it. He tries to take down Cryptix, but it's not going to work out. And now Liquid are back well in charge. Oh, damage being done. Shadow standing strong for now, but he's still got 2 more players to find. And they could just run all the way around him. He's got to deal with that turret as well. Not what he wants to have to put up with at the moment. Is already outnumbered as it is. Oh, Scream right on the edge. Eccles is there as well. It's a well-handled round, and Angel going down.
Fire, that's a damn scary thing.
And he was a big Vandal user before the update as well. That razor sharp aim working out. You can see the Killjoy ult straight into it. Shadow going to have to hold off as best he can. He's got his ult ready if needed as well, but he's going to back away from the site. He wants to stay alive throughout all of this, and they want to nullify that ult as much as possible. Solkas, he's completely locked in. Straight in goes Shadow for the kill. And it's actually going to force Liquid back for now. They're losing players. The spike's on the floor, but they've only got 30 seconds to go, and it's a 5v3. Killjoy's incredibly low at the same time.
Yeah, it's time to get moving. Scream. Gonna pop that ult, bro. I'm gonna go for it. Yep, well, Eye's already gone in. He's fought. Hasn't done anything with the ultimate. That is very odd. And just being shut down completely. There we go, 9-3.
Fold. And let's be honest, we're not professional players ourselves. We can't understand the reasons behind this, but we were discussing it during the break a bit, that maybe an Omen might be useful on when they were trying to push through on their attacking side. But let's see how they can lock it down on the defense now, because they've got a huge mountain to climb.
Now let's see if they can lock it down with a super offensive comp. Now look, the Killjoy can actually present a lot of opportunity. Smoke goes through, here's the flash after the turret spots them, swing through, and one found at least for Link. His teammates are cleaning it up. Really well handled, really well done. The ability of Link to play through these smokes that you're going to see him play for the Brimstone is solid. That's B2 games. Yeah, they struggled round 2 versus this kind of buy.
Oh, yeah. I'm intrigued to see, though, right, when it comes to what FPX is going to deal with here is once they get themselves going with the weapons in their hands, how much do they slow this down to try and get a player like Scream to get a bit more aggressive to push out? He knows how it should be played in there, but we've seen it time and time again. He gets caught off guard by some of those plays. But they start to push him a little bit now. He's actually going to back away. You're going to see him bundle up on into the site. Shadow trying to flash his way in. He's caused him a bit of a nuisance for now, but it might enable that spike to get planted, but they can't deal with Link. He's ripping him apart with a Spectre in hand. It's an easy round again for
Killjoy.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Already. Link popping the Phoenix ult, pushing on forward, wants to go and find some success. He's on the hunt, but it's not going to work out. He gets hit from the side, and he's going to have a good understanding that they've got some mid-control. Soulcast hung around for a little bit too long there. Does get tapped down a fair bit, but at least he's still alive. That's the main thing. They're going to be well aware, though, of the control that FPX has now. The question is, how are they going to use it?
I would question if that was necessary. I think if you left him unchecked to run down middle, he wouldn't find too much more info, and he could sneak up behind in heaven. But now they're ready for it. Cryptic. He's looking away, but he still manages to find them and catch them off guard. What is that with a Spectre? He picks a double. That's unreasonable. Now they can just push out. The flash is in play. Eccles picks up a double, and FPX, they've just been shut down. How did Cryptics get away with that?
Cryptics looked at him, turned away, stood in the corner, looked at it some more, and then finally killed him. I wish he's taking you either way.
It's all about honor. It's like Angel is a samurai. Drop your weapon, he'll leave you alone.
Oh,
Or Predator.
see you, Shadow. Don't poke out into that. Scream's just waiting for you.
I don't expect to see the ADS Vandal all too much, considering the patch. I feel like when it comes down to just hipfire, it's almost valuable enough at the moment. Maybe Scream's eyesight's going a little bit. Likes to see up close.
What?
It helps
The
zoom in
man
a
that
little
hits
bit, right?
headies for days. You're saying his eyesight may have gone a little bit.
Yeah, but it could just be like he can't see far away. He's like, I gotta sit really close. That's what was happening with Hip earlier.
What?
He was inside his monitor.
I really hope no one in Twitch chat ever takes you seriously on statements like this, Mitch. Soulcast needs to be so careful, though. Doesn't want to run out to a couple of these sheriff shots. He'll hold strong for now. He's good for most of it as well. It's a pretty convincing round either way as we get to 9-7 now. Now, this is where it's game on. We speak about Split being such a defensive map over and over again. Scream's going to have to do some serious damage here. Decides to jump on down. Going to allow him to take full control of it. 3 players up on the B side for Liquid, though. They're ready. They're prepared. Shao trying to get some extra information in there. Soulcast goes 1 for 1, but Link's trying to even up the numbers for Liquid's favour. That ult's coming in. Scream's going to have to sit there and tank it. Oh, he vulnerables away after getting the kill. Brilliant stuff. Great decision making. And Liquid still have the advantage. The critical shot missed there from Link. Zipan, though, very low on health. Able to jump his way across. Just needs to be able to protect his teammate as the spike's going to go down. And it's Meadow that's going to have to try and help him come up huge. Oh, brilliant use of the ult going out. It lands it onto Link. And somehow, some way, FPX have turned the odds in their favor. It's now all on Cryptics. He's got a good amount of health in there. But he's got to find both players. He doesn't know which way to look. It's very hard for him to...
Back control. Now they've got a fallback plan.
Oh, Gus! No, it misses. The blast packs go out as well, but it's not going to connect. Zipan continuing on his destruction. They're going to force their way into the B site. And Cryptics, that smoke's going to delay his vision. Now, great use of the Killjoy. Going to stop the default spike plant going down, but it's not for long enough. It's not going to be a problem to hold FPX back for too long. And it's all on the retake. We used to praise Liquid on the way they would retake over and over again. With these agents, is it something that can work out for them? Shadow's quite low on health, but Angel trying to flank his way around. And Liquid, they need to make a decision, and they need to go soon.
Oh, they'd spotted Scream out. I think they must have just seen a hair in his head because I couldn't even see it in that camera. My eyesight must be going. But that was impressive stuff. Now a 3v5, there's no way Liquid go for it. You can already see them falling back. And with that, FPX have picked up an 11th. They are one step closer to victory. One hell of a round for them. I got to say, that again, it's really impressive stuff. And they've also opened up the fact that when they smoke off that rope room, they cause a rotate. They've realized that at this point. And so with that, they can start to feed off of causing that rotate in the early round.
All from these guys on it.
We wanted to. We wanted to. You know, for me, FPX are a solid team when it comes down to this map. This composition was an odd one for Liquid, but it's not unusable. Their attack definitely wasn't as good as it needed to be. You can see that, you know, had they have just managed to find up like a 7-5 scoreline, they'd be pretty comfortable. But the reality is, at this point, they're fighting an uphill battle with Agents, a composition that is not built for this kind of a fight. When it comes to FPX, they're confident. They know what they're doing. And I'm surprised that they haven't, again, just smoked off that rope room to try and fully force a rotate towards the B side. But they've still got Scream over there. So as they push through to A, it's only really Killjoy that can stop them, with a rotate being quite slow for Breach.
Oh, Cryptix. Will he look in time? Spots out one player. A few shots come up towards him, so they will be aware of his position. He gets tagged up a tiny bit. Scratched by the grenades at least, as Zipan's not able to get anything done from that position. This is a huge push that Liquid now can make, but they need to go in time. Angel decides to put the smokes down, but how much cover will that really give them? Meadows still in the back lines, and well, his camera's going to give him a good amount of information at least to play off of. Scream pushing in, the invulnerability once again. Scream back to his old tricks. This is what you want to see from him. He's not checking the back of the site though. Meadows just hanging strong, hanging tight, looking to sit on position. Headshots being landed. He's getting ready for it. One more to find, and Meadows shuts him down. A huge clutch comes in, and this madman, he may have had a slow start, but that's a strong finish, exactly when FPX needed it. There were so many players up close that he wouldn't be in a spot like that. He'd be more on the back lines. And you see Eccles was getting frustrated. We saw it on the camera there. It's starting to get to him because they were on a bit of a roll, but then FPX just got going. And once again, it's happening. Eccles trying to make sure he can avoid it. Shall pop it off. He's getting two with the Hunter's Fury. That's exactly what they need. And there's only one more player to find. It's a 3v1. And the Killjoy on Cryptix is all alone.
I know exactly.
This is a horrible place for him to be in. And we're going into Bind, the dominant map of FPX next as well.
Well, it doesn't look great, does it? There's very few ways you can talk positively about this. You see FPX and what Angel was talking about in terms of Killjoy being OP when it came to matchmaking, but when it comes to professional teams, people will just learn how to deal with her. In that previous round, they pushed into A. They dealt with the Nano Swarm immediately. There was no turret there to give away the fact that they'd already gotten up close, and so it was about as easy as it could be. Cryptix got basically nothing done with the utility. And he had great shot. This is doable.
Oh,
it's 1v2. He has to go, but he's being hit hard. Going to go for the lockdown. It's going to be put in play, but it doesn't even block the back of the site. They can just tuck away and bide their time. 8 seconds left until it locks them down. Meadow actually still available in the back of the site, but Zipan's got an off angle. 13-7, and that is it closed out. What a game that was.
A great